What's up, gigging musicians? Have you ever wondered what the ultimate gigging website looks like? One that gets you lots of bookings, one that generates you lots of fans for your newsletter? Well, I'm going to show you what the ultimate gigging website looks like. And this is coming from my experience helping hundreds of musicians build theirs, experimenting on them, figuring out what works, and then helping them generate millions of dollars worth of live gigs through their website. So I'm going to share my screen here and show you what the ultimate gigging website looks like. But first off, I want to share with you why we should build the ultimate gigging website. And the reason is simple. Potential customers rely on websites to make purchase decisions. Now, I know you're probably thinking, well, I play gigs, I don't sell things. Well, I got news for you. You are selling gigs to people, and people will pay you money to play music for them, but you do have to realize that you are selling to them. Your music is not going to market itself. And this is one of the ways that you do that. By the way, my name is Jared Judge, electric violinist in Denver, Colorado. Play lots of gigs, a lot of corporate gigs, weddings, etc. And I'm going to show you examples using my website and some of the other musicians who I've helped out. So let's hop to it. First off, I am a certified marketing funnel builder. I've learned the best practices in marketing and applied them to music. And that is how I know how to build the ultimate gigging musician website. You have to understand, though, that not everybody who visits your website knows who you are. They come in different temperatures. Hot traffic are people who are ready to book you. They're ready to buy. They're ready to join your newsletter. They want to come see you at a show. So this would be people who already know you, but not everybody knows you. Warm traffic is people who are interested in you, but they're not quite sure. They need a little bit more information to be pushed over to the edge, and then they'll engage with you. And then most people are what you would consider cold traffic. They have never heard of you. They don't know you. They don't know that you exist or what you can do for them. The ultimate gigging website helps the cold traffic people, most of the people who come to your website who don't know you, it turns them from cold to hot, which is amazing because that gets people who don't know you to actually know you, like you, start to really vibe with your music, and then take the next step with you, which might be joining your newsletter, coming and seeing you play at a show, or if you want to book them for a private party, they'll submit your contact form and then become a lead that you can then sell a gig to. So the general structure of each page of the ultimate gigging website is pretty simple. Up at the top, it's got a header with a logo. So if you don't have a logo for your act, now would be the time to make one, plus navigation, and we'll dive into that a little bit later. Then it's got the page content, and each page has different content. It's pretty obvious, right? There is a strategy to what content we're going to put on those pages, and I'll share with you that a little bit later. And then on the bottom of each page is going to be a footer, which got a link to maybe fill out your contact form. It's got some navigation, and it's got some legal information like privacy policy and terms of service. And then this is just a representation of what that looks like. At the top, it's got the navigation and the logo. This is my gigging act, Extreme Strings Electric Violinist in Denver. In the middle is where the page content goes, and we'll go into that a little bit later. Plus at the bottom, it's got the footer, which here I'm specifically pushing weddings because wedding season is coming up. So it has a link for them to learn more about my wedding services. Plus on the bottom right, it's got contact info and all the legal stuff. All right, so here are the pages that go on a booking optimized website. First is the home page, then is the about page, then is a videos page, then is a reviews page, then we've got a contact page, a song list page, a schedule page, partners page, and services page. We'll go into what each of these pages look like in just a minute here. On the top right of every single page has got your navigation, and here's how I suggest laying it out. Homepage on the left, then an about page that opens up a sub menu that people can also click on your song list, schedule, and partners, but they don't see those unless they hover over navigation. Then you've got videos, reviews, and then we've got a tab for services, and underneath each of those, you've got service pages. And at the end of this video, I'll show you exactly what each of those services can be. And then we've got a link to your contact page. So the first page on the website is the homepage. And the purpose of your gigging act's homepage is to introduce your act. Again, let people know who you are. You also have to entertain them on your homepage. So I always suggest having videos. It's got to build trust with them, show them that you're actually good at what you do, and then direct people to the appropriate page on your website to get their contact information. Here's an example from my website. It's got video, it's got photo, it's got fun little entertaining things like a little quiz, and it even has reviews of my performances to help build that trust. So that is the Ultimate Gigging Act homepage. The next page is an about page. The purpose of the about page is to share your story. People care about musicians who share their story. Why did you start playing music? Why did you create your act? Build that connection with your audience and then differentiate yourself from other musical acts. You know, there are so many musicians in every city, they all kind of look the same. Sharing your story is a big way to differentiate yourself with that. So here's an example of my about page. It says who I am, what I stand for, why I started my act, and it even has a differentiation section, an us versus them, that says here's what my act does that others don't. So that is the about page. The third page is the videos page. Again, we want to entertain people before they have a chance to hire us, and videos do that. So we're going to entertain them on the videos page and demonstrate our capabilities as musicians. Here's an example of mine. I've got a lot of YouTube embeds. I also use Vimeo so that we don't get the end screen when somebody finishes watching a video. So this lets people binge my content and get entertained by it. The next page is reviews. If you don't have reviews of your performances, now is the time to start collecting them, because this builds trust, it builds your authority, and it overcomes objections. People are always looking for a reason not to give people money. And so reviews overcome those. People don't want to be the first person to try something new. So they will see others have hired you in the past, and they will trust you more readily because you've got a reviews page on your website. Here's an example from mine. I also get a lot of handwritten cards. I take pictures of those and stick them at the bottom of all of the reviews. You'll also see I've got video reviews of people who have hired me. Those are some creative ways to show people that, hey, these are legitimate reviews. All right, page 5 is probably one of the most important pages. It is your contact page. This is where people will reach out to you and become a lead. A lead is just simply someone you can contact with the purpose of selling them something. And we're selling gigs to people, so they need a way to raise their hand and say, I'm interested. So a contact page does that. And I suggest having a simple form, just like the one on the left there, with name, email, phone number, and message. Additionally, give them other ways to contact you too, maybe an email address and a phone number. And then once they submit it, we want to redirect them to a thank you page that maybe lets them schedule a time on your calendar to chat about what it looks like to hire you for their event. All right, 6th page is a song list page. People want to know, what kind of music do you play? So we have to demonstrate your capabilities, overcome objections of, hey, they don't play the song that I want, so show them what kind of songs you play, and also give them a chance to enter their email address to download a full list. So here's an example from mine. I've got different categories, different genres of music, along with links to watch videos of me playing them. And then people can actually click to enter their email address, and then I will send them a full PDF of my song list. All right, page 7 is optional. It's mainly for those who play public gigs. It's a schedule. So this provides proof that you're legitimate, an opportunity to sell people in person. So if you invite people to your gigs, they'll have a chance to hear you, and they might have that realization of, wow, I got to hire them for my holiday party. So having a schedule page lets them find your gigs. Here's an example from one of the websites we've worked on, the Here for Now cover band. And it's got a schedule of their upcoming gigs along with address and any other information about that gig. Page 8 is your partners. Now, if you don't have partners yet, that's okay. It could be venues that you've played at in the past, wedding planners that you've worked with. And the purpose of this is to provide proof and provide an incentive for potential partners to work with you. If you give people a link on your website, they will be likely to reciprocate that back to you. So here's an example of my partners page for Denver. I've got a bunch of venues that I've played at and event planners that I've worked with. All right, page 9 is the service pages. There are multiple service pages depending on what you do. The purpose of each of these service pages is to rank on Google for different keywords that people are searching for. And then it also gives you a chance to speak specifically to different customer personas. Someone booking a wedding has a very different mindset than somebody booking you for a corporate event. So I suggest having a wedding service page and a corporate event service page. And that way you get to speak specifically to those different customer personas. So here's an example of my holiday party service pages. Underneath the services tab on my navigation, I've got holiday parties listed. So if somebody searches holiday party entertainment in Denver, they will find my holiday parties service page. And then there's a button to get a quote specifically for holiday parties right there. So that is the structure of the Booking Optimized website. If you follow that structure, you will have a website that ranks higher on Google. People will find you, people will trust you more as a musician, they'll be entertained, and then they'll be more likely to raise their hand and say, hey, I want to hire you for my next event. Or, hey, I want you to come and play our venue. So go ahead and build your Booking Optimized website. And if you like this, make sure to like and subscribe for more music business tips.